Good evening, my little angel. Before telling you tonight's story, I have a quiz for you all. I'm sure all of you have helped your parents doing chores at home. And what is the thing that you use to sweep the floor? Yes, that's right. It's the broom. And the story today is The Tale of the Broom. Once upon a time, in the heavenly realm, there was a highly skilled cook. Every dish she prepared was so delicious that anyone who tasted her cooking would never forget it. Because of her remarkable talent, the Jade Emperor entrusted her with overseeing all culinary affairs in the celestial kitchen. There existed a law in the heavenly court that from the Jade Emperor himself to the highest-ranking generals and lords down to the humblest servants, every individual had their own designated food. This rule meant no one was allowed to touch the Jade Emperor's dishes, even if there were leftovers. However, the heavenly cook was greedy and had a penchant for sneaking bites of food. This bad habit led her to secretly take bits and pieces from the celestial pantry, causing a depletion in the heavenly house's food supplies. The heavenly cook had a romantic involvement with the old stableman of the heavenly realm. The life of a horse tender in heaven was just as arduous as on earth. The stableman has his vice. He was a heavy drinker. Since meeting the heavenly cook, his life has significantly improved. Not only did he now have access to an abundance of wine, but he also frequently enjoyed the exquisite delicacy of the heavenly house. Things continued in this manner until one day, the Jade Emperor hosted a grand banquet for the heavenly officials. That day, the kitchen was bustling with activity from morning till night. Due to preparing numerous delicious dishes, the feast only commenced as the moon rose brightly in the sky. As the tables were being set, the heavenly cook suddenly heard the distant song of the stableman. She knew he was looking for her, so she hurriedly ran to greet him, hid him in a corner, and slipped him a few cups of the finest wine from the heavenly realm. Then she returned to her duties. The stableman, after downing the excellent wine, felt quite pleased. Though the wine was indeed fine, he was still hungry. After tending to the horses all day, he had not eaten anything and was now accustomed to sneaking food from the heavenly house. Now he could no longer stomach food intended for himself. His hunger, coupled with the effects of the wine, made him even more greedy. In his intoxicated state, he stumbled upon a table laden with heavenly delicacies nearby. Without thinking, he began ravenously devouring the food. Unluckily, those dishes were prepared exclusively for the Jade Emperor. When the servant brought them to the banquet, each bowl bore unmistakable signs of having been tampered with. The Jade Emperor flew into a rage. Everyone at the feast was terrified. The heavenly cook lowered her head and confessed her misdeeds along with the stableman. Both had broken one of the utmost prohibitions of heaven and were thus exiled to the mortal realm, transformed into brooms. They were condemned to work endlessly, day after day, scavenging food among the discarded scraps of the human world. This was one of the severest punishments in the heavenly court. Later, seeing them toil ceaselessly throughout the year, the Jade Emperor, moved by compassion, granted them 3 days of rest each year, the 3 days of the Lunar New Year. To this day, and for generations to come, people refrained from sweeping their houses during these 3 days to remember this story. Vietnamese folklore aptly describes brooms with the saying, "In the house, there's an old lady who's always sneaking bikes," which not only vividly depicts the act of sweeping, but also alludes to the tale of the broom. That's the story for today. So now you know why we don't really sweep in the Lunar New Year. And hopefully, whenever you use a broom, you will remember the story. Sleep tight, and I will see you next time.